settings, so I don't know if you can see this sideways or not. It looks like it's making me do this. For it, 102 degrees, not 501 degrees. I can get it for that hot. Okay, so it's time for my weekly summary of I've been here in Slab City for 57 days. Whatever the title says, that's how many days I've been here for Slab City summer. So I've almost been here for 2 months of summer. Yeah, and still surviving. Today is one of my days off, and I'm really chilling. I'm like really chilling today. I slept in. I went to bed at like 10 last night. I try to keep on a regular work schedule. Like, I try to keep my sleep, like on my days off. I try to go to bed 10 o'clock. I know that like once season is here, that it's probably going to be difficult to realize more. And, but I try not to get in bed much later than 11. So, yeah, let's sit in my shade, sit under my shade structure for a while. So what is it like being in Slab City for my first summer on my 57th day? Yeah, I mean, the challenge and the struggle is real. I do look forward very much to fall and when the nighttime temperatures start dropping. Although the nighttime temperatures for me have been fine. I've been able to sleep just because of this, my bed, my cot. So that's my cot. And then this seat, this camper chair that I'm sitting in, I parked that right there. Hi, Sarah Jane. So my camper chair goes there, and then I put my 𝐵𝑢𝑟 fan on that, and then I have a pan of water on the ground right there, and then I dip my wet wash, actually my handkerchief. That's what I need to do right now because it's starting to get hot, so I need my wet cloths on me to keep my core temperature down. And then so I sleep pretty comfortably on that cot. It's pretty narrow as cots are, but I'm used to that from sleeping on a narrow bed in my camper van. So actually my camper van bed is like wider than that. And so the reason I sleep on a cot is because it allows more airflow around my body, like underneath, because if I try to sleep on my bed cushion in the van, I just end up sleeping in a pool of sweat. Basically when I'm working in the van during the day, that's what ends up happening, and I sit on like 2 big giant towels to help soak up the sweat, which I then in turn air dry the towels overnight to reuse the next day, and then I end up going to the canal with the towels and rinsing them out. So yeah, I need to get in there and get some wet cloths on me because I'm starting to get quite warm here. And also I'm hoping the live stream will hold on here and that I can stay here at my camp. So let's look at what I do to stay cool once it's above 100 degrees. So there's my water pan. That's my handkerchief that I'm going to wrap around my head, so that goes there. And oh, there's my chili cloth. Unfortunately, the chili cloth, it's like made out of this synthetic material. That's how it holds the water for so long. Sorry about the fan. I know it's probably blowing on the microphone. Not ideal conditions for a live stream, you know, to have the fan blowing into the mic, but what can I do? I gotta not die here on the live stream too. Because it's definitely warmer in the van, even with airflow. See all the airflow, back door open. The other back door unfortunately broke, that's why it's closed. Otherwise I would have that open. So I'm gonna have to get that fixed over the winter. So I've got front end work that needs to be done, and I gotta fix that back door. Hopefully I can find a reasonable price for the back door. The side door before, that door latch broke. Unfortunately, these older E350 vans, they use plastic materials that break, so I try to replace the internal system with metal, like aluminum. So yeah, I don't want to fix the back door myself. It looks like a real pain in the butt, and I had to have help with the recent side door shenanigan there. Okay, so let's see how I do this. So we've got my handkerchief. Alright. So handkerchiefs have been around for many, many years. I think since, you know, the days of cowboys. The westward movement, I'm pretty sure they've been around since then for good reason. So they're your washcloth, you can wrap them around your head to catch sweat, wet them, put them around your head to cool your head down. And now I'm going to show you how I wet this, what looks like a piece of construction paper. Unfortunately, it breaks down in the water, so like it'll turn this pan of water light blue, which is annoying because I like to reuse the same pan of water over and over. But after like the 5th use, you can already see the water is starting to change color a bit. But it certainly stays wetter for a longer time. Like, yeah, that's why I like to use it. Okay, and then I take it, not drop it because I'm doing it one-handed, and I just wrap it around my neck. And to be honest, I like to lay on these towels, so, and then the towels soak the sweat. So while I'm working, you know, I'm still doing online work, I sit on this in the buff. And then I put this over the top of me, so it helps cool my core. And it works pretty well. I've done this up into like 115, 118. Hi, Robert King. Yes, that's right. Positive energy is really important. This kind of circumstance, living in excessive heat day after day, it can really start to wear on you. And I noticed that my honeymoon period for Slab City is definitely over. Like, I mean, I love being here, don't get me wrong, but like, you know, that like new energy. When I first came, I was all excited. Everything was magical. And then summer hits and it's like reality check. We're in survival mode. So yeah. And then I have this washcloth, which I also dip in, and when there's sweat on my face, I will just use it to wipe it off. I also put tea tree oil and white vinegar in here to kill any bacteria. So this goes a long way with that fan blowing on me. So this is my Bauer fan. That helps a lot too. Also, there's my spray bottle, one of my spray bottles. And then I have a garden sprayer that I use. Now the garden sprayer is like my big boy. It's like when it's like 115 degrees, I will stand outside of my van right there and just shower myself down to get relief. Yeah, I think the Sonoran Desert's beautiful for sure. We have the chocolate mountains, like that surround Slab City. It's really awesome. Yesterday I was like having a conversation with the chocolate mountains. I do this, so just know I am a pagan at heart. So I was standing there talking to them and I was like, why don't I feel your energy? I used to feel the energy of the Eastern Sierra, but I don't really feel the mountain energy for some reason. I'm not sure. Yeah, right. Mad Mac, actually, the humidity seems to be lower this week too, I've been noticing. So I'm using my iPhone weather app, and I follow that pretty closely because I know how dangerous it can be for high humidity. That's the real killer here, is high temperatures and high humidity. Once it's over 100, actually once it's even in the 90s with high humidity, it becomes really deadly. So, and I wipe down my arms, and you know, it's evaporative cooling, helps cool my core. And so that's what I have to do to not die. Let's go outside. Ooh, sorry. Ooh. So the title of my stream today is that I have canceled going to the beet harvest. So why have I done this? Well, because they want me to stay here at Slab City. They made me an offer to stay and I took it, and so I'm staying, and I'm really excited about that decision. It was a really hard decision though, because I went back and forth, back and forth. Big part of me wanted to leave September 1st just to get out of the heat. You know, who could blame me, right? Like, have a van life adventure. And I actually took time off so that I could enjoy like 3 weeks of travel before landing in Minnesota for the beet harvest. But their offer was good, and I just, you know, I really would have left my coworkers in a bit of a bind. Granted, I'm gonna have to go to the tree because I'm losing connection, so it's just kind of part of the territory when I go live that I have to go to Cheshire Manor, and that's okay. Sometimes the stream gets dropped there too. So, but here we go. Here's what camp looks like. I can't see the screen, so I'm just going to give you a panoramic view. I wanted to show you the chocolate mountains that I was talking to. Let's see. See them in the distance? There are the chocolate mountains. And for some reason, I don't know why, I just can't feel their energy as much as I did with the Eastern Sierra. And they're pretty close too. So I'm wanting to go exploring the chocolate mountains over the winter when it cools off, not right now, and see if I can connect with them better on a spiritual level. So, all right, so hopefully our stream will be great here. All right, just getting this cushion so I can sit on it. Lovely bird poop on it. Not really lovely. I'm being facetious. Okay. So Mad Mac, are you here in Slabs? It sounds like you're asking me to say hello to someone, which I actually don't do. I don't communicate between people, so just so you know. Okay, cool. It looks like Mad Mac left, so. Wow, there's 10 of you good folks here today. Thank you for joining me live. Really appreciate your time. Yeah, so I made the decision to stay with Salvation Mountain, to not leave for 3 months. It would have left them in the lurch. They wanted me to stay. And I want to make this my home for, you know, a good long season, few years, maybe longer. Who knows? I came with the intent of staying here. Now the hard part about that is I am a nomad at heart, so there's a part of me that still has one foot on the road. So I'm going to be taking like shorter trips here and there just so that I can itch that nomadic itch. There's a lot of really cool places that I'll take you to visit locally. I've already started a little bit of exploration starting in Brawley. You know, low-hanging fruit, just local places to visit. Brawley's a really cute, quaint town, I think, on many levels. The main street is adorable, like the old-timey kind of westerny southwestern California shop look with the arches and the everlasting tiles, as I call them. Just really charming. So I did a short about that. Yeah. So there's also the Salton Sea. There's like little mountain towns not far from here that I want to go see, that they're only like 2 hours away, so I can get out of the heat every so often. So here's the thing about acclimating to excessive heat is I wouldn't want to leave for more than like 2 days, which is not very long. Because if I leave longer than that, my body will start to lose the acclimation to the heat, and then I have to start over again. That's very dangerous to come back to excessive heat after leaving for a long time. So, and also, you know, my vacation time will be very limited. So yeah, so, you know, there's pros and cons to everything. I do use my membership community, and I will see you in the next stream.